Number 15, Grapevine. Number 16, Schomburg. Number 20, Luke Bertrand. Number 23, Dalton Smith. Number 25, Ethan Jacobson. 26, June Elms. And now for the Mustang starters. Batting first and third base, number 18, Jason Shid. Batting second, the catcher, number 12, Gianni Corral. Batting third, playing first base, number 24, Seti Agay.
Okay, we're up here in Denton tonight. Mustangs match up with Denton Ryan. Mustangs look to run their district record to 5-0, off to a really nice start in district play with another victory last Friday night. Got some information from a Denton Ryan parent. They are 3-1 in district play and 10-4 overall. Just watching them take infield, they look like a solid team. So the Mustangs will need to have a good game tonight to keep their perfect record in district alive.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jeff. We've got we're up here. It's all turf. I don't know how that works for the Mustangs. You know, they do hit a lot of ground balls, right? So that may end up putting some speed on the balls. We may see more hits than we normally do because I don't think we've played on a turf field yet for district. And they're 15-4-2, which is the strongest record that we've had since those state tournament runs at this point in the year, I would say. I know that a couple years ago they came out of district in first place when Mason Shimkus and that crew 2 years ago. So I think today's going to be a test. I mean, these guys are 3-1, right? Is that what you found out? The Raiders?
3-1 in district, 10-4 overall is what the parent told me. But yeah, this field is an awesome field, Trey. We talked about that earlier. As a hitter, the only thing I wouldn't like is there is a lot of foul territory. We're a good probably 40 feet off the line here, so there's a lot of room to play foul balls. But really nice ballpark, and depending on what the wind's doing, it's really not a big ballpark, only 320 down the lines. We played here 2 seasons ago, and the wind was blowing out to left, and just about anything hit to left field was a threat to clear that fence. Tonight, I believe the wind's going to be blowing in from left, so not going to be an easy home run if you pull it down to as a right-handed hitter to left field. Center field's only 370, but again, I don't see the ball carrying that well tonight. It's also a little bit on the cool side, which we've seen the effect that can have on the baseball. But no complaints about this field. There's no bad hops out there, and watching the infielders play the ball, we're going to need to hit the ball hard to get it through their infield. We'll take a break here for the anthem.
And we're going to go to the ambient here so that we can pick up the anthem. What do you think, Jeff? We ready to play baseball up here in Denton, Ryan?
I sure hope so. It's a nice night for baseball, and the Mustangs come in with a lot of momentum, so I can't see any reason that they won't be ready to play tonight. I believe the starting lineup that we're going to see for the Mustangs has been pretty consistent with what we've seen, at least the games I've been at. Jace Christian leading off, followed by Gianni Corral hitting in the 2-hole, and then it looks like Sevi Aguirre is in the 3-hole.
Looks like we do have a change at first base. Is that who's at first base tonight? Is that Sevi's 24? That must be Lolly.
You're looking at Denton's players.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I'm sorry about that. Hey, if that's the worst mistake we make all night, that's good, right?
Well, I was going to ask you if you got a little bored the other night without anyone here to try and correct you on the pitch call.
Exactly.
And I've already come clean and admitted you were right about that one.
But listen. Hey, one more thing. The players on the monitor I'm checking that the teams look similar. If you don't know which team is batting, then when we put our scoreboard back up there, you'll be able to see a black dot on your screen. So right now that black dot is at the top on the G for Grapevine, and that means they're batting. So hopefully that gives you a little perspective. But I'll tell you, the 2-hole's been very productive for the Mustangs this year in terms of advancing the runner. Chase has gotten on base. I don't know what his on-base average is or on-base percentage, but he's doing his job in that top spot.
Probably somewhere around 50% would be my guess. But, again, I've only seen a handful of games. But Jace is always a tough out, makes a lot of contact and a lot of hard contact. Pitcher gets ahead there with a fastball right at the knees.
Of course, Jace is a senior, and he'll be playing baseball next year. I guess I should know that information. Doesn't look like I got my scoreboard set up accurately. Let me go and make sure I get connected appropriately.
Looks like the pitcher fooled him a bit there with a curveball to get ahead 1-2.
Okay.
Fouled that one off.
Okay, good.
I like how we're going to have a pitch count on the scoreboard. We've been wondering every game how many pitches they throw, and finally we've got a scoreboard tracking it.
Well, I tell you what, I can turn on the pitch count. If I just don't have it built into my scoreboard right now, but I mean, if we want to see it, this may be the only game where we actually go and they see it.
You got a high fastball right there that Jace foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. So 1 out for the Mustangs. Got Gianni Corral at the plate. He got a beat on it.
That's a good play right there by the center fielder.
Yeah.
Covered a lot of ground to get to it, didn't he?
He did, and the
got a
wind,
good break.
The wind was pushing that one away from him also. Made a nice play, nice running catch. So we've got Sevi coming up here with 2 outs. Maybe we get something going with 2 outs.
Here's another guy that's been pretty productive this year for the Mustangs, and and everything that he's done.
Got ahead of him there with a breaking pitch. The outfielders are playing fairly shallow, so I feel like they are playing the wind also, not counting on that ball to carry well tonight. Pitcher gets ahead early, 0-2.
Well, we definitely got to make this pitcher throw some pitches, I think. Man, I love this field. We play up here in the summertime. It gets pretty hot on the turf, but it's a great place to play. I mean, you got the backdrop. That's got second baseman tracking it down. So we're going to roll on to the bottom of the first, your score, Mustangs 0, Raiders coming to bat for the first time. I'd like to go ahead and mention our sponsors and the folks that have made it possible for us to bring you Mustang Baseball Live. First of all, thanks to Jeff Knipper and the C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament. That event will be October 13th at Fossil Creek Golf. And next week we'll have you a website somewhere, or hopefully. Let's target that. Jeff has put that on me, and that's on me right now. Secondly, McKinley and Hutchings, your CPA in Colleyville. April 15th is right around the corner. Give Patrick McKinley a call over at McKinley and Hutchins, 817-310-0165. Just like Jeff, Patrick had a baseball player here at Grapevine, and they're big supporters of Grapevine baseball. So give them a call and let them know that you heard it on the Tradio broadcast. And finally, the 10th Man Club with Jay Finnegan and all the officers this year have made a commitment to bring you Mustang Baseball Live. Go Mustangs, defend the G. 10th Man Club is a big part of Grapevine Baseball, and they are doing a great job this year. With that, I'll turn it back over to Jeff. We'll kill some time before I turn on the ambient mic, because we are playing
Well, real quick, Trey, I'll give us the Mustangs lineup, which has been pretty consistent at least the last couple games. Sevier Gary at first base, Brent Lee at second, Keaton Sweska at shortstop, Jace Christian over at third base. Out in left field, we have Ryan Williams again, Sammy Kelly in center, and Michael Northup in right, and Gianni Corral behind the plate. And we have Wes Cunningham on the mound, who's like all the Mustang pitching lately, has pitched really well, and look for good things again tonight from Wes. First two pitches missed a little bit down. Good pitch right there from Wes to run the count to 2-1. I don't know if it's just me, Trey, but that mound has got to be every bit of 12 inches. It makes Wes look about 8 feet tall. So got a 3-1 count here. The leadoff hitter for Denton Ryan. Boy, nice play right there by Keaton. Good runner getting down the line. Keaton had to make that play on the run and did a really nice job of it. So we don't have Denton's lineup, but we can listen to the announcer and tell you that Davis Stockard is at the plate for Denton Ryan, the Raiders. Good pitch right there to even the count at 1-1. It's like he tried to break a pitch, missed a little bit out. Three-one count. A little taller batter, and that pitch would have been a strike, but okay, walks the number 2 hitter right there. You know, Trey, we are in a little bit of danger over here. We don't have a net, and we're actually in play tonight.
Make sure you duck.
Or sit down like you. Wow, that was a good cut. Foul ball out of play, but boy, he had a good cut. I believe this is Jacob Holzer, the number 3 hitter for the Raiders. Good pitch. Like a straight change up there that he was way out in front of. It's a nice way to come back from a fastball that they're have timed up pretty well. So West is way ahead here at 0-2. Got him chasing one. That's 2 outs there. Good thought by Gianni right there, because that ball was in the dirt a little bit and the runner was leaning towards second. Cleanup hitter for the Raiders is Brady Cardwell. Got a pretty good lead. Wes was thinking the same thing. We do have a good view of the leads tonight. We're basically playing a right behind the first baseman. It's out there again pretty good. He's going. That was a hit and run that was too far out, but the hitter took a swing at it. Almost makes me wonder if it was a pitch out. So we've got 2 outs. The Raiders have a runner at second. You know, Trey, I had an interesting conversation earlier with one of the Denton parents who also is a high school umpire, and he talked about they have made a conscious effort this year to call that high strike, which we noticed in a couple of games, but that was a pitch right there that we didn't get that high strike call, but that was one right at the belt.
Yeah, sorry, Jeff, I had to bail out on some technical challenges there, but yeah, I think we noticed that, right? We like you said, we noticed that in the first couple of games for sure, and we even noticed it in the first game. It was more obvious.
There we go. Good job by Wes right there to finish off that inning.
Yeah, it was more obvious than in those first 2 games than maybe even in the next 2, you know, against Birdville, but. You could see it, and it's okay because I heard you talking to the guy. I'm 100%, and I 100% agree with you, which is it's fine as long as they keep it there and they're consistent.
Exactly. It was consistent, and we didn't complain about it because it went both ways.
That's right. So I'm going to send us to some interesting YouTube music here, and we'll be right back with you.
Okay, we got Ryan Williams leading off for the Mustangs here. Scoreless ball game, headed to the top of the second. This is another night where there are a bit of the shadows right now creeping in, so the hitting may be a little easier once that sun goes down a little bit more. Pitcher's done a good job getting ahead early on us. He's got a decent fastball, so might go up there looking first pitch fastball and tee off if you get something you like.
Yeah, I tell you what, he had Ryan fooled that time, didn't he?
He definitely did. It was a nice curveball.
Looked like he threw it right at his front shoulder and had him turning on it. So
yeah, must have had some more side action on it than up and down.
Not a bad pitch for an 0-2 count.
Well, I don't think we've seen a bad pitcher yet opposing us in the district play. All the pitching's been solid, and the Mustangs have had to battle for everything they've got. And of course, I wasn't there Friday night, but from what I saw of the box score, it looked like Birdville helped us out a little bit with some errors. The box score, I believe, had 5 errors for Birdville, but I believe there was also plenty of hits for Grapevine, but it looked like we might have got a little bit of help. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, well, what I can tell you is that our Ryan gets down the line quick, and it's a play. It's a 6-3 out at first. I can tell you that my observation is that right now our pitching is way ahead. Okay, and our pitching obviously is carrying us in these competitions. It doesn't mean that we're not going to catch up, but if you look at it, you know, we better start catching up soon, because right now the batting averages don't look great up and down.
Well, the pitching has been dominant for us, and typically good pitching does beat good hitting. However, but I will say that the last game I was at, the Tuesday night game against Birdville, our hitters did bail us out a little bit that night, because they were in a 2-0 hole, and then in that 5th inning rallied for 4 runs to flip the scoreboard. But just getting back to the ball game here, we've got Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy's in a 2-0 count, so be a great time to get a pitch and turn on it.
Well, and so one of the things that I want to go back and clarify, these Mustangs have gotten the hits when they needed the hits, right? That's probably the big thing, is that, okay, while they're not getting bunches in the clutch, you got guys like Keller Schomburger, you got Michael Northup, Lolly, Esquivel. They've gotten the big hits when we've needed them.
Definitely right? Made the most of the hits that we've had.
Yeah.
And move runners with some nice bunts. And
yes, exactly. And Ryan Williams, I mean, we've seen him bunt. We've seen him drive in runs. I mean, we've got guys that are making things happen at opportune times, I guess is what I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Sammy's in a 2-2 count right here. He had a really good cut on that 2-1 pitch, just fouled it back. Oh, they're going to help us out here.
Sammy's on his way to second base. That's speed on the bases too, right there, man.
That was a bit of a gift, because that ball was actually out in front of the plate. It was not a tough throw for the catcher.
That was a strikeout.
It was a strikeout.
Yeah.
The Sammy checked a swing, but not in time, and the catcher just overthrew first base. That happens sometimes. So the Mustangs got a little something going here. We got a runner to second base, 1 out. Lolly Esquivel at the plate for the Mustangs. Lolly is a big 9th grader, Trey. I'd not really seen him up close until they were taking infield, and he was taking infield at first base. He's one of the biggest kids on the team, and he's a 9th grader. If he keeps growing, he's going to be huge his senior year.
Yeah, he's a big dude, and it's he's fortunate to have that size frame and to make the most out of it, right?
Well, strength definitely helps.
I'm a prisoner of gravity myself, so I'm a POG, so I'm not breathing that higher air.
I wasn't trying to rub it in, but I
didn't take it that way.
They say that speed doesn't slump, but size doesn't slump that often either.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Fouled that one off.
Sammy putting any pressure on him out there in the outfield? That guy checking? This would be a great spot to pick up a stolen base over there if they're not. They got a guy on second base though, don't they?
Yeah, they're holding him tight out there. Of course, that also opens up some holes on the infield. That should get down. There we go.
Is it fair?
I believe that's a run. Yeah.
All right.
There we go. Talk about the clutch hitting again. We've got we get a strikeout, overthrow at first base, and we get one hit and turn that into a run.
That's being efficient, isn't it?
That's been a lot of what I've seen so
far. There's a size comparative for you. Number 21 is a freshman for Grapevine.
Yeah, you can see he's
looks like he's 21.
He's almost a head taller than the first baseman for the Raiders.
All right, so this is number 9 getting the start tonight, Michael Northup.
Well, you mentioned earlier Michael had a big hit in that Tuesday night Birdville game.
Yeah, absolutely, a huge one. He was
kind of got that whole rally started.
Yeah, he did. He was unable to get a bunt down. Had runners on, like, I think first and third trying to get a bunt down. And then on an 0-2 pitch, he picks it and drives a line drive to right field.
You're right.
And,
You're right.
That's what I mean, man. These seniors are being clutch.
Well, he might have saved himself there. You don't get the bunt down, and you better make something happen.
Yeah, but, kudos to him because he kept his focus, got the bat out, and put it in play. You put the ball in play, things happen.
Definitely. He's bunting right here.
Does not surprise me. Plus, they looks like they were anticipating it. You see that third baseman was playing on the grass anyway.
He was.
Now with 2 strikes, I think, the third baseman is he's still going to play up. Nice shot by our cameraman. He's in front of the bag here, but I don't think he's going to bunt on this one, huh?
Not with 2 strikes. I wouldn't recommend it, but if they're going to play you that tight on the left side of the infield there, you almost should try and drag bunt it, but I haven't seen us really try the drag bunt.
1-2. I think Northup can put it right up the middle where it comes from here. Boom. Get down, ball.
Shortstop had a good beat on that one. So 2 outs for the Mustangs. That brings Keaton Sweska to the plate.
Mike, we've got to tighten up that connection. It's blinking, flickering. Do we have any tape in the back? No tape. I have some in the car. I'll go get
it. Pitcher gets ahead of us again.
Look,
there.
I'm not doing my job here. What do we got? Runner on first and second?
Just first.
Just first.
Yeah, 2 outs.
I had a fly ball. Okay. Trying to do too many things, I guess, right now. Okay. 2 outs. Mustangs up 1-0 on a Sammy Kelly drop third strike. Make it all the way to second because the ball ends up in right field. And then Lolly Esquivel gets a single down the line and right, drops in right on the line or just inside it, right?
Yeah, it was if we're actually chalking the field, we might have seen chalk because
really? It was that
close.
Wow, okay.
I don't know if that was a hit and run or just a run and swing, but we had the runner move in there and Keaton fouled one off.
Wow, no.
So I got a 1-2 count on Keaton.
I wonder if I left the pitch count up here somewhere. I don't think I did. Is this is Schweska batting?
This is Keaton.
Another guy. He's done a good job at shortstop all year. Man, he's.
I was glad to see the umpire not call that a strike because that hasn't been a strike for our pitcher. So I'm glad to see the consistency.
Well, I got a lot of confidence in the guy behind the plate tonight. I've seen him work before, and he's had some of our games.
That was a strike. So the Mustangs scrap for a run right there. 1-0 going to the bottom of the second.
All right, we're going to roll to bottom of the second. I'm going to leave it turned on. Actually, we'll play some music, and we'll catch back with you here momentarily.
Got Gavin McKnight, the pitcher, leading off for the Raiders. West does a good job getting ahead right there with the curveball.
That has been another hallmark of Mustang pitching this year, right? I mean, our pitchers are pitching from in front.
We hit that one well through the second base hole. But you're exactly right, Trey. The pitchers for Mustangs have done a great job getting ahead in the count, and that has no doubt had a big reason that they've had so much success on the mound. Anderson Jordan at the plate for the Raiders. With the runner at first base, nobody out. West definitely had him off balance right there.
Well, that was a throw down from. Oh, you mean to the
hitter?
Yeah. Boy, he threw him a breaking pitch. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. It just updated for me. Yeah, they're going to play small ball. I believe the coach recognizes that the Mustangs are a team to be reckoned with. You know. Every run's going to count in this game, in this series.
Well,
all right, I'm going to leave it with you for a few minutes.
The pitcher for the Raiders is a pretty tough pitcher, so it makes sense to play for a run or two early and take your chances and try and keep the Mustangs off the scoreboard as much as possible. Nice throw, just a little bit tardy. So we got a runner at second here with nobody out for the Raiders. Not sure if they teach it, but this, as a hitter right here, you're looking to hit the ball to the right side to move that runner to third with nobody out, but I'm not sure if that is taught as much as it used to be. Nice pitch, West, for a strikeout. This big strikeout right there to keep that runner at second base and not have to worry with contact. So that gets one out right there. Griffin Whitehill at the plate for the Raiders. Not a bad idea there by West, because again, as a runner at second base, if you can get to third base with one out, it opens up a lot of scoring opportunities that you wouldn't have from second base. So makes a lot of sense there. If you could steal the base, it's a great time to do it. Nice curveball by West there that goes for a strike. He's way out in front of that one. Moved him down there in the lawnmower shack. The West is way ahead right here, 0-2. Runner on second, one out. I believe 10-4 is the Raiders' record, or that's the information I got from one of the dads. So I got a 1-2 count right here. Missed a little bit down there, but good pitch. Yeah, it's 1-2. You still don't want to give in too much, so 2-2 right here. Nice. West froze him right there with a good fastball. So that's 2 outs. West did a good job setting up that fastball. He threw a couple off-speed pitches, and I believe the hitter must have been looking for another off-speed because that fastball was in the mitt before he thought about swinging. So this is that runner at second, 2 out position, whereas an infielder, you definitely want to keep the ball in the infield and don't let that run score on a ground ball. Knock it down and make the next guy drive that run in. Good pitch. Well, apparently the umpire didn't agree with me. So that runs the count to 2-0. That looked like it was belt high. It must have been inside. That's a strike. A 2-0 curveball right there. Wes is not giving in, and there's a base open, so no reason to give him a BP pitch. Got him chasing one in the dirt to run the count 2-2. The runner at second did advance there to third base, but right now the focus is on the hitter. Take care of business at the plate, and we get out of the inning with no damage. Missed a little bit down and out, it looked like, so full count. I like what Wes is thinking. He's not giving in too much. You don't necessarily want to walk him, but make him hit your strike, not the strike he wants to hit. There it is. Good curveball right there to freeze him.
Mustangs doing the damage. That's we got to come up with a good nickname for Wes. The W. I mean, I don't know. The W's not too intimidating, you know?
Let's think about that in the inning break.
All right, so we're going to roll on to, I guess, the top of the third here. Mustangs holding on to a lead. We'll be right back with you. Back.
Got Brent Lee leading off the top of the third here for the Mustangs. Mustangs are sitting on a 1-0 lead. Definitely would like to extend it here. Brent is in the 9 hole, so we've got the top of the lineup coming back up after Brent. A good spot to put together a big inning. Brent had a good cut there, fouled it back.
Look out. Is that coming to you? That on you? No, it came back on the field. We'll be all right with that then. You know, if you look at the flag out there, there's not a lot of wind tonight. It's just going to be chilly, right?
The forecast earlier talked about winds up to 20 miles per hour, but they have died. There was a little bit of a wind when we got started, but it has died, and actually I'm not complaining because I was worried it was going to be a little chilly if the wind was blowing.
Yeah, well, I'm dressed for it. It looked like it was going to be 40 degrees is the low tonight, so just doing the line, the vector line, we had to catch, sub 50 to get to that. So.
Okay, the pitcher got that first out with a strikeout, so we got Jace coming to the plate with 1 out.
Tell you what, that guy's voice doing the PA. He's pretty smooth. He could be singing some R&B stuff and killing it, I think. He's got a smooth voice, jazz voice.
I'm pretty sure I heard he has another gig, so this may be he just moonlights out here.
Oh, okay, got it. That makes sense.
I heard that in a prior season.
All
so
right, what's going to happen here at first base? I sure do like this camera view. Nice work there, Mike.
We're always at field level, but it feels a little different tonight. We're a little closer to the action.
Yeah.
But I noticed when they took infield, their infielders are solid. That shortstop made a lot of running plays like that at first base, made them look easy. So we're going to have to hit the ball a little harder to get it by them because they're solid on the infield from what I saw during their infield practice.
Yeah. Now here's a spot we talked about this in the
there
pregame. There's a base hit. I was about to say this is a spot that's been very consistent in terms of production for the Mustangs. So much so that Gianni has really become the everyday catcher, and Ryan Williams is playing mostly left field, I think.
Well, I just thought of something. I know Gianni's been getting on base a lot because we've seen Aiden Armato run for him a lot.
And he's been doing great.
Yeah. Yeah, so that tells you that Gianni's been getting on base a lot because we seem to at least once or twice a game announce that Aiden's in the run. So we've got 2 outs here. Sevi at the plate. This is a good spot to steal a base if you think you can get there. The pitcher was thinking the same thing again.
Yeah, I think Aiden Armato's he's been doing a great job in his role on this team. He scores runs, he steals bases. He does a great job out there.
There he goes.
He's going to be there, too. If he holds on the bag, he came off. Wow.
He was there, but, yeah, overslid the bag.
That is the danger on turf. If you don't play a lot of turf, that's the danger.
You're right. There's nothing to slow you down. I didn't think about that, but you're right.
You've got to be sliding earlier.
You made a good point earlier that I think this is the Mustangs' first game on turf, although they should have played on turf. First district game.
They played some tournaments on
correct.
turf.
At Midland,
Out there
I know.
At Northwest, they played on turf at Eaton, maybe even at Northwest. I don't know.
The Odessa tournament, I know, had some turf games.
All right, we're going to roll to the YouTube music now.
Got Matt Rodriguez leading off for the Raiders here. The Mustangs are nursing a 1-0 lead right here. No, it's going to miss us. West did a good job getting ahead, and the hitter fouled it off over here. West followed that up with a off-speed pitch that the hitter was way out in front of. So he's done a good job mixing up his pitches and keeping them off balance. Oh, 2 pitch misses away. Good spot.
Mustangs playing straight away. I don't see anybody overplaying for this this batter. Now there's a play that Gianni might get to it. Man. Did he make the catch?
He did. He did. We lost him behind the dugout there, but he made a sliding catch.
I'm gonna tell you what.
The dugout let us know he caught it, and then the umpire followed suit.
That was, I mean, I wish we had more ability to pick that up because that's a highlight play.
If we had an angle from the other side, you'd
see how quick he got out from that spot.
It was a sliding catch, and again, it's not easy to catch a pop up with a catcher's mitt.
You got it. He got it.
Nice.
He got it. So our fans got it because that great camera work by Mike tonight.
Mike spent the afternoon.
Did that ball just hit my truck? I think it may have hit the trade
filming
truck.
The Rangers game. So we've got a pro on our hands tonight. This is the minor leagues out here. He's been at the major leagues today.
Yeah. Well, you tell him to keep that camera focused. We'll be fine.
Good pitch.
Tell you what do we got? We're taking – hey, listen, if you guys got nicknames for Wes, leave them in the comments.
I like
YouTube.
that.
Yeah.
We're scratching our head to come up with a good one.
Another good pitch. Wow. That had to be outside because, in the interest of the high strike discussions that we had, that looked like that should have been close.
I like how quick Wes is working. Chase is nice pick.
Yeah. Oh, no. He was taking it out of his glove. Oh, my gosh. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it was there. I think Coach Webster's going to question that also.
Yeah. That's a reasonable request. He's just saying he never had control of it. That's what.
Do we have a replay of that?
No. We gotta get some more sponsors to be able to have the replay.
Okay. Well, so I mean, we can't have the umpires come and take a second look on instant replay.
You know, I read today where they're going to that robot strike zone. What is it? Not robot, but the electronic strike zone for every AAA ballpark this year.
Wow. So there won't be an umpire calling ball strikes?
I don't know how they handle that. They've got to have an umpire there for plays at the plate. So he'll probably get buzzed, whether it's a ball or a strike.
Okay. I got to tell you, Trey, I was at the College World Series last year, and the instant replay really slows the game down. And the coaches had like 5 challenges. I think that's too many. They have so many challenges. They were challenging plays they shouldn't have, but why not? You might get the call, and they need to rethink that, because I'd say 3 challenges at most, and if you're successful, then maybe you get that one back. But I felt like that was too much second guessing, and plays that weren't questionable were being questioned just in case.
Well, I may be mistaken here, but I think in football, I thought it was Texas. It may have been Alabama. In football, they have goal line cameras. It's on some of these classifications where they can do replays.
He's running.
Oh, look at that throw
nice
down.
Throw.
Boom, he got him. Oh,
wow.
Another call against the Mustangs. We didn't have a good angle.
We didn't. I think the tag went on his hip, so maybe the hand beat the hip. But it was a nice throw by Gianni.
Yeah. But I got to tell you, the replay is coming. I mean, it's in football at the goal line for that guy drilled it, but it's
right
caught.
Sammy's
there. I dare you to run on his arm.
So 2 outs for the Mustangs. That's the hardest ball they've hit tonight, I believe. Well, they did have a nice ball to right field, but that ball was squared up, and Sammy was fortunately right on it. Jacob Holzer at the plate for the Raiders.
You just can't beat being at the ballpark on a night like tonight, I mean, I guess the only thing that would make it a little bit better is we had like hot dogs and something to drink sent up to the booth, but our makeshift booth, yeah. But I think we're actually.
What kind of drinks are you referring to, Trey?
No. I'm talking about sodas. Let's be clear. The UIL broadcast. I'm not talking about anything besides that.
I was just
we are
checking.
not. This is not an MLB broadcast.
Harry Carey used to broadcast with a Budweiser.
Yeah, right. But how many? I mean, have you ever seen Will Ferrell do his? Will Ferrell did Harry Carey to make it on Saturday Night Live. That was unbelievable. Moderate lead at second base. The Wessinator. The Wessinator?
That's the best we've got so far.
We'll go with that. The Wessinator. 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 9. I like the way that guy stands in there.
So 2 outs right here. Need to bear down and get out of this inning. Good block right there by Gianni.
These are things that right there is something that doesn't go down in the scorebook.
Well, again,
but
those are
worth several bases or runs a game that you're saving by having the excellent mechanics everywhere.
Even with 2 outs, you want to keep that runner at second.
Because if he gets to third base, you just add 50% more ways for him to get home.
The ground ball that we talked about earlier that doesn't get through the infield, but if that runner's at third and the batter beats it out, then that's a run. So that's just one of many ways. There we go.
Well, he wasn't even close to that. Wes, I don't know what he threw, but it looked like a change-up away.
I'm going to agree. I think it was a straight change-up. Nice pitch.
Good. I'm glad you agree with me tonight. Okay, hey, we're gonna
I learned my lesson, Trey.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna roll on here to YouTube Music. We'll be right back with you. Please pay attention to our sponsors that I flash across the screen, and be sure to patronize. Thanks.
Got Sevia Gary leading off for the Mustangs in the top of the fourth. Still holding on to that 1-0 lead.
The ballpark was enjoying John Bon Jovi. Can't say that I dislike John Bon Jovi, but hey, when he steps in the box, you gotta cut the music, right?
Sevia had a really good cut there. Just fouled it straight back.
You know, I think it's like you said, Jeff. We haven't played a team that didn't put a pitcher on the hill that could throw strikes and get it by a few of our batters. And I think maybe that just says something about the district top to bottom in terms of pitching.
Right. I think this is definitely a solid baseball district, and the Mustangs are going to see good pitching all the way through. I say good pitching at the plate, and we know we have good pitching on the mound for the Mustangs.
Yeah, the guy from Birdville, was it Huttra? You know, he's going to OU, I think.
Okay.
I mean, so, and I don't know about the two we faced from Colleyville Heritage, but
actually, I believe you told me the left-hander was a D1 commit
somewhere.
Oh,
that's Cooper Powell, DBU.
Okay.
DBU, that's right. He's going to DBU, along with Dr. K.
Nice.
Yeah. And by the way, if Coach Webster follows his pattern, the Westinator gives 5 good innings, then we'll see Dr. K step in here.
Good cut right there by Sevi on a 2-strike count. So we're making the pitcher throw a few pitches right here, if nothing else. This is the 6th pitch of the at-bat.
Wow, if this keeps rolling at this rate, I'll be able to make Curse of Oak Island before they play the replay of it tonight on History Channel.
Not familiar with that show.
Yeah. How many hits have we had in this game?
Scoreboard has us with 2.
Okay, all right.
Lolly has a hit.
Right.
And what's our other hit?
One right up the middle. By,
that's right. Gianni. The two ninth graders have the hits.
The 2 ninth graders have hits.
Nice.
How about that, though? Start an inning with a walk.
It's an 8-pitch walk right there. Definitely a quality at-bat there for Sevi, and gets us a base runner with nobody out. This is the first leadoff hitter we have on in any inning. So maybe we can make something happen here with that leadoff hitter on first base.
And here's another great thing. This guy right here can handle a bat. He's number 4 hitter, and he can do anything you need him to.
Well, I think we probably know what's going to happen here, Trey, but I'm not going to let the surprise out of the bag.
Well, I could tell you, if you look at the
third baseman,
he thinks the same thing, right?
Right. He won't be surprised.
No, but I'll tell you that what I'd like to see the Mustangs do more of in this situation is London Green used to do this. I don't know if you remember London, but he played in that 2016, 2017 group. He now just signed with the Rough Riders down there in South Fort Worth. You know, at that I think it's called the Rough Riders.
Okay.
I don't know, but I think I got that right. Anyway, London, he could bat from both sides, so it's easier when you're a left-hander. But he would pull it past the pitcher where the second baseman was. You know what I mean? Kind of push it out there when they get in that early rotation, or the early. I call it the rotation. When they're running the second baseman to first.
Well, that's what I was calling a drag bunt earlier,
Yeah.
but I guess a drag bunt really is more with a left-handed hitter. But if they're going to play you tight on the left side of the infield, to me the right side is an invitation to make it happen, because
I tell you what, this might be a good hit and run all of a sudden, or slash if you want to do something crazy.
Okay, he squared the bunt there.
What were they doing on their defense? Of course, the guy's got to stay at first to hold the runner, right?
It almost looked like the second baseman was coming in to play anything on the right side. Usually you have that first baseman charge and you have the second baseman covering first. They may have played that defense in case of a hit and run, because in a hit and run situation, you usually try and hit it to that second base hole.
Yep.
But that is a unique bunt coverage there. If you're going to have your second baseman who's got a long way to come to play a ball on the right side. But I know for a fact.
I've never seen that. Have you ever seen that?
I have not seen that, but the first baseman stayed put and the second baseman was charging.
He was trying to do, I think, what we were talking about, pushing up the first base line.
That's what that looked like.
With 2 strikes, though, I got a lot of confidence in this guy to put the ball in play.
That was more of a bunt for a base hit approach than a sack approach. He didn't square early. He tried to fool him a bit.
I think the challenge here is, do you start the runner? And the pitcher is thinking that might happen, right? What do we got here? We got a 1-2 count, and I think this is a breaking pitch count,
Yeah, Sebi runs pretty good. It'll be interesting to see if we do take off. Nope.
Oh, look at that. Is that in the gap?
I think that's going to be caught.
Yeah. Well, he got his wrists on it, got the barrel on it.
Yeah, he hit it well, but again, the ball's not going to carry to left field tonight. That breeze is trickling again in. The ball either needed to be a little lower or just a little harder.
Well, let me get my graphic up for Sammy. There we go, number 10. Let's pop it up there one more time for him. Okay.
Sammy likes to pull the ball, so there's a big hole here on the right side.
Yeah, took a big cut. That's a high sky. He lost it, didn't he? Oh, wow.
It's a nice play by the shortstop. That's not an easy play. I'm a little surprised the left fielder didn't try and make that play. It's much easier to catch it coming in if you can.
There's no depth perception right now with the way the sky is. Very difficult. I guess there's some clouds, but it's almost like a high sky,
So 2 outs, that brings Lally to the plate. Lally has one of our 2 hits tonight. They're keeping Sebi honest over here at first base. Pitcher gets ahead of us right there with a first pitch fastball. Another one. So he's way ahead of your 0-2. He's come right at us right there with 2 fastballs.
Who is this batting?
This is Lally Escobar.
Okay, so yeah, I guess you don't take the bat out of his hand. You go ahead and, although he did have another half step at first base, I think the pitcher noticed that as well.
If you think they're going to waste one, especially if you think they might waste it low, it's not a bad time to run.
He's out on the cut here.
Nice play by the second baseman right there to range to his left and make that play. So the Mustangs go without any damage. 1-0 headed to the bottom of the fourth. Mustangs still ahead.
All right, now go.
Okay, now we're back live. We got one out. First out was a one-pitch out that Keaton made a nice play on. Wes is way ahead here, 1-2 on the starting pitcher for the Raiders, Gavin McKnight. Two count here. That was a little bit out and down. There it is.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know, I tell you what, maybe we call him the Grease Man from Wesson Oil. I mean, it's an extension, but listen, everything falls off the table. You know, everything slides off the table, and he picks up the strikes. So,
okay.
I don't know. Well, the Westonator's fine with me. I can see by your face you don't like that too much. I didn't mean anything negative by it, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Wes would appreciate that nickname. If I was going to sell it, if I was going to sell it, I'd say it's because his pitches are nasty. But
yeah, look at that, boom.
Another strikeout right there for Wes.
Another great play by. I mean, the catcher acts like he's 18 years old, huh?
Looking great for a freshman. So 2 quick outs for the Mustangs. Anderson Jordan at the plate for the Raiders.
I sure hope that's what our feed looks like tonight. I think it might be. We got some really good lighting. We got good settings on the camera. Be sure to push that like button, and if you get a chance, subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. When you subscribe and you like the content, that may be down for a hit.
Get it.
Yep. When you subscribe and like, the content. YouTube gives us more opportunities with what we can do on the broadcast in terms of adding things like trailers and redirects and some different capabilities. So keep helping us out with that, and we'll keep bringing you good stuff here. I see Garrison Goldsberry and Keller Schomburger loosening up a bit, like those guys may be coming in to get some cuts at the plate.
He's going.
He got a great jump. You know, I think he got that one on the Westinator. You know, he got a pretty good jump on that.
He got a good jump and wasn't the easiest pitch to throw on. Helps to get that pitch that you can stand up and throw. He had to stay down for that pitch and couldn't come out and get it. So we got another 2-out runner at second base position. Again, this is that spot where as an infielder you've got to keep that ball in the infield if at all possible and keep that runner from score and make that next guy drive it in.
Well, so Wes and Gianni meet, and my guess is, I should probably update the runner position. Sorry about that, guys. I've been falling down on the job tonight. There's a runner on second base, and I'm sure what they're doing is they're switching the signals. Let's see what's going to happen here.
There's that third out.
That's Jace Christian doing the deal, doing the job at third base like he's done all year. Hey, we're rolling to the top of the fifth. Mustangs holding on to a one-run lead.
So we got Michael Northup leading off the top of the fifth here for the Mustangs. Still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Be great to push a run or three across here and get a little bit of a cushion.
Let me see if I can give Northup some love here on the walk-up graphics that I did not do.
Well, their pitcher's been tough.
He has, man. Did you see that breaking pitch? I mean, same. What's interesting to me, it's the same motion. There's no, you can't tell by his arm speed or anything what pitch is coming. And
good job laying off right there. But no, he's done a good job of. He's gone after us with that first pitch fastball, but he's also did a good job backing that up with something off speed to keep us off balance.
Yeah, once again, if you can go up there and sit on fastball first pitch, look at that. That's a rip.
There we go.
That's Northup, man. Getting it done as a senior, right? Great job. Let me go back. You know, once again, I'm behind. I need to pay attention to the fact that I don't have to worry about the innings. It means I don't have to reset the runners. We're tied in with their Daktronics scoreboard tonight.
Another two-strike hit right there for Michael. Maybe we just start in with two strikes.
Yeah, who we got right here? Is this Schweska?
Keaton Schweska at the plate for the Mustangs. Got that leadoff hitter again. Maybe we can push it across this inning. We started off the fourth the same way.
That's a good eye right there by Keaton. We can't see anything left to right from where we are. I like our vantage point. You've brought it up tonight.
I take
we're
this
kind
every
of
game.
unprotected, but I'll tell you what, it is a great spot to be here, and I like our camera view too. I mean, out there is nice too in the outfield, but we got a great shot at first base. We get some good close-ups on the pitcher here from the right angle. I guess you can't beat either one of them, but it's a lot easier communicating with our camera guy.
Trey, I just had a flashback. I had some seats at the Rangers ballpark, the old ballpark, in a very similar position, and Joey Gallo hit a two-hopper that a guy was on his phone not paying attention and took it in the cheek and broke a jawbone. Not to scare you, they had to carry him out, but
well, my hands are cat-like quickness, so you're okay, Jeff. I'll protect you, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
So I got a 2-2 count right here for Keaton.
Beyond. Interesting pitch coming up, Jeff. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Think you start the runner? The ball's on the ground. That got the umpire. Ow. Got him on his hand.
You're right. That one stings a little.
Oh, maybe it didn't get him on his hand. The umpire.
You do wear protection down there, right, Trey?
You do, but I got to tell you, that stuff gives. It's it doesn't matter. I mean, you get hit, you get hit.
Yeah.
Mike, I think the flicker's coming from up top. Yeah, because it just happened again,
A bit of a sympathy clap there for the umpire from the crowd.
I wonder if you can slide that over the other side of the leg or not. Yeah, that part.
So Keaton's still in here with a full count, doing a good job making the pitcher throw some pitches. This is the 6th pitch of the at-bat right here.
No, 7th, because he fouled that one off. 3-2 pitch, right?
You're right.
Yep. So 7th and my goodness.
Good eye.
My goodness gracious, that was you've been standing in the box all day kind of take, right? That was like where the umpire strike zone is take.
It looked low and away, so I'm gonna call it a good eye by Keaton. So he definitely got something working here. First and second, nobody out.
All right,
Brent Lee at the plate. Got a conference at the mound, but I don't believe they are going to change pitchers. I don't see anybody in the Raiders bullpen right now that's looks like they're ready to go. Just probably discussing some bunt defense right here.
All right, we're going to turn the ambient sound back up. I can't play the I can't play the Billy Idol tunes. I would love to. It's right in my era. We've got Brent Lee up now. 2 runners on. This is one of the best guys on the Mustangs roster to be in this position. He is excellent at putting that bunt down. Oh! Well, I'll tell you what. You got to hand it to the pitcher. He made a good play right there, didn't he?
The turf field also makes it a little tougher to bunt right there. Trey, that ball took a big hop for the pitcher on grass. You might actually deaden that ball, and maybe we get into third safely, but it's tougher to bunt on this infield.
That's a great point.
You get the hops, and it's a faster infield.
That's a really great point. The only thing I can say is you got some pretty good speed out there now between Brent and Keaton.
So 1 out for the Mustangs. Still got a lot working here with runners at first and second.
It seems pretty interesting to me that they're playing behind the runner at first. I don't know. Let me update my base runner tool once again. Falling behind on the job. Here we go.
I really like Jay swinging the bat here. This is he's one of your best hitters and great guy to drive these runs in.
Well, plus he's got a 1-0 count. This is a hitter's count, right?
He was swinging that first pitch. You just
look at that. That was hit and run. It's going to pay off for the Mustangs.
Here we go.
Look at that. Look at
that.
An
errant throw.
Yep. Get down, Jace. You know, we talked about that early in the game. You put the ball in play, good things happen.
Well, he put a little pressure on him too, moving that runner. That shortstop right there definitely had that runner in his eyesight. Not to say that caused a bad throw, but it didn't hurt our chances.
Yeah, and then he also saw Brent Lee sliding in second because his first play was going to be go to second.
That's the runner I was.
Oh, that's
was
one you're talking about. I'm
to.
sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking.
Yeah, no, we had
about,
those runners in motion and
he couldn't get him at second.
No, he didn't have to play at second. So got Gianni up with another good RBI spot. One out, runners at second and third.
And here's another turf item. These guys are playing up. So a worm burner is going to get through.
Yeah, unless it's right at him. It's it definitely raises the hitter's batting average when you bring that infield in. It's just it's a geometry game.
Yep.
You don't have the distance to cover those angles.
Or a geometry. You like that, huh? Yeah,
okay,
work that
Trey.
in. All right, whatever.
Is that going to be his nickname?
No, geometry? Yeah, no. I don't know. We got to come up with one for him too. I like GC, game changer.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a game changer. So we could stick with GC.
So 2-0 count right here. Should get a good pitch and put a good swing on it.
Oh,
Boy, he had a good swing.
You know what I like about that? He knew it was hitter's count.
Yeah.
I mean, he had his back foot planted, and he was looking to take that pitch and drive it.
I love the aggression. He was thinking, I'm going to drive these runs in, and if he got the pitch he was looking for, and he just took a big hat and just missed it.
Once again, in the thick of it, Jace Christian. Senior leadership, unspoken. That's a squeeze right there.
Nice.
Execute it to perfection. Game changer, baby. Game changer does the job. How about it?
So he swings from the heels and then he backs that up with a squeeze bunt. That's unexpected and well executed. That's the first bunt we've gotten down, and you couldn't have put it in a better spot right there, Trey.
No, actually, the pitcher was caught off guard.
Yeah.
The pitcher was caught off. Nobody was expecting that play. Got to hand it to Jimmy Webster. That was a good call. Nobody was expecting it. That runner took off. And
we've got a conference here about something, Trey. I'm not sure what we're discussing.
I think what the coach is asking is whether actually, I don't know what the coach could be asking.
Okay, we didn't get a hand signal, but
I do know that. Yeah, I don't know what they could be asking.
The only thing I can think
maybe on that squeeze, if the catcher made any contact, maybe he thought the catcher made contact with Gianni coming out to cover the plate or something. I don't know.
My only guess would be asking if the hitter stepped on the plate. I can't think of any other thing you'd question there. So 2 outs, and the Mustangs still have a runner in scoring position. So we've put 2 on the board here to go ahead 3-0, but that 4th run sure wouldn't hurt. One count right here on Sevy. Sevy's had some good cuts tonight. Just missed a couple of pitches. Another good cut, just swung right through it. Well, I thought that was a little bit high, but guess it was close enough to call that third strike. So the Mustangs go to the bottom of the fifth with a 3-run lead. Nice to see the Mustangs scratch right there, and we've got Wes give them a little bit of breathing room. Got Justin Marker leading off for the Raiders here in the bottom of the fifth with the Mustangs with the 3-run lead.
Mic check. Oh, I'm still hot. Okay. The Wessinator on the hill. Wessinator, we're going to go with that until.
Good pitch.
Oh, my gosh. You know, as soon as you tighten up and you think, okay, he's going to throw his best pitch, which is probably that changeup away. He just he hammers a fastball right at the knees. And then he comes back with that. How are you going to handle that?
Done a great job keeping him off balance. I like his pitch count, too, in the fifth inning. He's had some efficient innings, 67 pitches right here, so should be fine.
He's going to have to get rid of it. That's the first one I've seen on that guy in several games.
Yeah, he's been playing some good shortstop there. Came in to charge it. The ball was hit kind of slow, so he had the right idea, just escaped the glove. So nobody out, runner on first base for the Raiders here in the bottom of the fifth. Looks like we may have a pinch runner.
I think that is a pinch runner. I don't know that that's a courtesy unless that's the catcher. Wait, is that the pitcher?
No, the
pitcher's
pitcher,
number 3.
I believe so.
Number 3, yeah. Could be the catcher. Who knows? Or it could be a pinch runner. I'm going to turn down our ambient a little bit more and make sure we got our stuff come through here.
He's got a pretty good lead over here at first.
He's way outside the cut. He's going to go on one of these pitches. Wow. I don't know, man. Yeah, number 2 running. Looked like he was a step and a half outside the cut there.
Yeah, it's a healthy lead.
Yeah. Wessinator might need to check him one time. He does. Going to have to get his shoulders around and make that throw a little bit, on the second base side of that bag to have a shot at getting him.
I think that was just
just kind of a check.
Let you know I can throw over.
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily let's try and get
well,
you.
He got another half step here. I bet he goes on this. Nope. How about that? You get too far. I do like that. I do like that. You know?
Gianni is not afraid to throw behind that runner, and he's usually got a really good chance to get him when he does it. So he's not just throwing blindly. He sees something there, and he's trying to pick up an out when
Yeah, I've noticed how this guy, really number 7, keeps his hands inside there. So that was a pretty good cut he had on that one.
It was 2-1 count here.
Yeah, I don't know who's calling their plays. I can tell you that this is the first game that we played in. Oh, that's a base hit. Good job hitting the cutoff, man.
Was a good job. And did you see how quick that ball got on top of Keaton?
Yeah, that's the top. The grass sped it up, it looked like.
Yeah.
Or the turf, I should say. Okay, now look, you're the home team. What are you going to do right here? Is this an auto bunt with nobody out? Or are you going to play for the big yes, you play for the tie, right? You're the home team?
Well, they're in the bottom of the 5th. I wouldn't be surprised to see them bunt. I'm not sure where they're at in their lineup right now. But you're right, it's not a one-run game. You're down 3, so 1 run, while it's a start, typically you would play for a bigger inning here. And he wasn't squaring on that first pitch, so.
Yeah, I think well, we got JoJo and Dr. K going down and
good pitch.
Throwing out. I don't think they're.
Okay, the umpire didn't agree, but that must have been a little bit inside because it was not low. We don't have the best angle to see in and out, but we can see elevation, and that pitch was definitely above the knees.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sure I don't have my runners where they're supposed to be. Here we go.
Okay, we got a 3-0 count here.
Looks like it might be JoJo loosening up down here, getting ready. All right, Wes. Good pitch. And I know the batter probably is thinking the same thing. Gosh, that was a good pitch.
Yeah, 3 straight balls there. You definitely have to take that pitch down 3 runs, but he may even be taken here. Nope.
Nope. Heads up over there, guys. Yeah. So, wow, Wes and Aders battle back. 3-2's a count. Runners on first and second. We're at the bottom of the 5th. Don't know where they are in their order.
Be great to see ground ball double play right here.
We need a 2-hopper to Brent Lee to turn it with Keaton. They're both pinched up the middle, looking for the double play up the middle. Oof.
Missed a little bit high there. He thought about helping us out.
That body language was cray.
I will say their hitters have had some small strike zones. They're not the tallest kids on the Raiders field.
A lot of patience by their hitters. They're not chasing anything. I know this trip right here is to maybe give the pin an opportunity to get loose.
This is the first inning.
It's not like Wes is throwing the ball, keeping it high, and it's not like he can't be missing much.
No, the pitches, I've seen a couple pitches that I thought were strikes, but again, I can't see in and out. I can only see elevation from over here. But, this is the first inning that Wes has really struggled at all.
In all of our broadcasts.
Correct, right. They've got 1 base hit, but have mixed in 2 walks, so we've got bases loaded here with nobody out. This is just a spot where you need an out. Make sure you get an out. Don't get greedy right here. They get the run, so be it, but you just want to avoid a big inning.
And so that's exactly what the Mustangs are doing. They got their corners up, and they're back in the middle to roll a pair up the middle. They're back, and then on the corners they're up. So I guess a ball hit to Jace. He's coming home with it for the force. Same with the first baseman, Sevy.
Good
that's
pitch.
A great pitch. You know why it's a great pitch? Because this is a situation where he's had a bunch of walks, or 2 walks, got 3 guys on. The batter's thinking he's going to try to get ahead of me with a fastball, and West throws his honey pitch for a strike. It's absolutely – it caught him off speed. Off balance. Same right there. Oh, my God.
Gianni must have set up a little off the plate because he didn't move to catch that, so that couldn't have missed by much. But, yeah, back to your point there, Trey, Wes has that breaking ball that he seems to can get over when he needs to.
At will, right?
There it is.
That's a great pitch. And you know, he's on 1-1. He's thinking, this guy doesn't want to get behind. He's going to throw me another fastball. And Wes just puts the off speed right there, right?
Keep backing up one breaking pitch with another.
Now, I think he's going to throw him a fastball low and away here. Just let's see where Gianni sets up.
That was a little bit up, but I think that was another breaking pitch.
That was up, maybe that, but like 2 weeks ago, that wasn't up.
Right. But again, we'll give him credit for being consistent tonight. But you're right. Maybe he didn't attend the meeting where they said they were going to call the high strike.
Yeah, right. Okay, but he's kept it there all night, right? So he's not.
There it is.
Oh my gosh! We needed a big one right there, and he just delivered. The Westinator wiped him out.
Exactly where you want to strike out. Nobody out, bases loaded. Huge strikeout right there.
Mr. Wipeout. Okay, so
WW
Wipeout West.
Okay, we'll keep searching. Send those comments.
Yeah, right. Give us some comments. Help us out on the nickname for the Westinator. He delivered another one. I mean, look.
You know, the pitches he missed with the first 2 hitters that he walked were mostly fastballs. So I think maybe West has got more confidence right now in his breaking pitch.
Yeah, I think he's looking at a changeup here away.
I think you're right. That was a changeup. You could tell by the
yeah, exactly.
The ball came in flatter, but was definitely an off-speed pitch.
Looks like JoJo Kubo down in the pen. Our camera guy gives us a view of that.
So 1-1 count, 1 out for the Mustangs.
Now I got to make this comment. This is just a umpiring type comment. I guess I do see a protective fence over there. Those guys sitting outside of the dugout, they're on the visitor side. They're inside of an area, so okay, that's fine. The ball breaks that plane, it's going to be dead anyway. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Westinator is battled back here. Okay, we might have a play at the play. Might have a play at the play. They did not run. You know why they didn't run? Because Ryan Williams, a former catcher, would have thrown him out.
You know, I was a little bit worried about that ball off the bat, but Ryan must have been playing fairly shallow. I thought that had a chance to fall, but
yeah, this is a lefty. I bet they scouted it and had him in some.
Yeah. I like the positioning because the ball had been carrying well to left. So 2 outs here. The Mustangs have a chance to escape without any damage.
Okay, so yeah, right. He has got them so far off balance.
Yeah.
I mean, he's reached into his bag of tricks.
Well, he loaded the bases, and then he's gone heavy with the curveball that's been a strike and had him off balance.
I think he's going to throw his changeup away here to this guy. That's going to be down, isn't it? No, shortstop. Wow. The Westinator, he does it. The Westinator.
Nice play by Keaton right there to end the inning. So the Mustangs go to the bottom of the top of the 6th with a 3-run lead.
Boom. All right.
Got Ryan Williams leading off the top of the sixth inning for the Mustangs. Mustangs have a 3-run lead. It was looking a little dicey there in the bottom of the fifth, but quite an escape job there by Wes and that curveball.
So Ryan Williams up for the Mustangs. He's a 4-hole hitter tonight and for most of the season. Done an admirable job because he brings another added dimension, which is speed, to that spot in the lineup.
Good eye right there. It looked like that was up and in. See, that's the pitch that on a few of
No,
it looks like a strike, but again, it must be in. We can't see. We can't see in and out from here.
And Wes is. Ryan's not offering at it, so I mean he's.
That was away. You can see that. 3-1 count right here.
Now this pitcher, he should be careful.
Good hitters count.
It's a good hitters count with a good hitter.
There we go. Got another leadoff hitter on.
So when he throws it like that far, does he think they got a bat boy on staff? I mean, when he just. All right, so Sammy, number 10, good speed. I would imagine the Mustangs are going to try to pull something out of the hat here. And Ryan's also a threat to steal. That was an attempt at a base hit, I think. The board got it wrong. That should be no balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, Sammy was definitely bunting there.
Well, he fouled it back.
He was swinging on that pitch.
Yeah.
Again, this is a good spot for a left-handed hitter. There's a big hole over here between the first base, second baseman. That's one benefit of keeping that runner at first.
I remember you've talked about that before.
You keep that first baseman, cut down what he can cover.
Oh,
nice
that's
swing.
A rip. That's
that
down.
may get in the gap.
No, he's going to cut it off. But the runners definitely. Look at that. We're going to have runners at second and third. So Kelly singles.
Good base running right there, though, by Sammy. He saw the center fielder drop that ball and never broke stride. So second and third here, nobody out. Mustangs got something working again.
This is number 21 again.
We've got Lolly Esquivel at the plate. Lolly's had one of our hits tonight.
Yeah, here's a guy that infield playing in helps. Contact hitter,
Yeah, the Raiders definitely don't want to make that deficit any bigger than it already is. So you play your infield in here, but again, you also help the batter.
Hey, guys, whatever you're talking about, remember that microphone's hot. Okay.
Pitch right there was looked like towards the outside corner. So good job by Lolly not hitting his pitch. He's still in a 1-1 count. Like he broke one off right there to run that count to 1-2. Lolly was a little bit out in front of it. Got him looking right there. Raiders pitcher Gavin McKnight, he's now up to 92 pitches and still throwing hard and not making it easy for the Mustang hitters.
What is 105 is the limit in a week? I think it's 105 or 102 or something like that.
I'll take your word for it, Trey. I'm not that knowledgeable about the pitch count rules.
Okay, here's a great guy with the bat. If you wanted to put on a play, you know, this guy right here is a guy that you could do it with. Of course, he's hot too. You know, he's already got a hit.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
He had a rope to right field earlier, so I don't mind letting him swing the bat here.
And he's had some clutch hits. I mean, no, he did not go. Come on, Blue. He asked him. He fielded it. I guess you gotta appreciate him doing that. He thought maybe he closed his eyes or something.
All they can do is say no, Trey.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. That's right.
That's a sac fly
that
at
should
minimum.
be a sac fly. Yep.
Good job by Michael right there, getting that run in.
Great job. Senior leadership right there. Doing
nice
the job.
game.
Getting it
Nice
done.
game
Doing the
by
job.
our right fielder, Michael Northup.
You know, it just continues to be the seniors that can do the job.
So the Mustangs put that fourth run up on the board.
And guess who's coming to plate right here? The guy who's had some of the most clutch, made the things happen, you know. Keller Schomburger.
Exactly. He's been in 2 pinch hit situations the last 2 games I saw at least.
Last 2 weeks.
And barreled it up both times. They're not always going to fall, but you keep hitting balls hard like that. That's all you can ask for.
Now they moved him back. But Keller, if he throws a fastball the first pitch, Keller will turn it around.
That should get out of play.
Yeah.
It's a lot of room in foul territory, but not that much room.
I got to tell you, that's an indicator of how hard this guy's throwing. Yeah. He's bringing it pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
Because that's a guy that sits in there and looks, you know, first pitch fastball, drill it. I hope he barrels it. Had him off.
Okay, 0-2 count here, but Keller's come through in this spot before. We know that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This guy doesn't matter what the count is. He can put the ball in play. Look how he spreads out his legs. And
that's a good approach. Shorten up.
I missed it that time. Get him next time, Keller. All right, Mustangs are rolling on here with they pick up a run. And so they have a 4-run lead heading into the bottom of the 6th. Your score, Grapevine 4. Raiders being shut out by the Westinator.
So we got West back out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mustangs with a nice 4-0 lead, and this is probably West's last inning, but boy, he did close out that last inning really well.
Well, let's recap the here. There's a ground ball back to him.
Nice play.
Look at that. And so he one pitch, one out. Let's say now he's sitting on 89 pitches.
Good job by Wes bouncing off that mound right there to make that play, because that's a tough play if the second baseman or first baseman has to make it. If the pitcher doesn't get that, that's probably a base hit.
So last inning, he was put to the test, a base hit and a couple of walks. Bases loaded. He gets a strikeout, a short fly ball, and then I forgot what the last out was. I think another strikeout, right?
Good first pitch curveball strike right there. But, yeah, actually it's very similar to what he did against Birdville in that Tuesday night game. He gave up some – they had base runners, but they just couldn't push anything across for a big inning. And that's a great job by Wes bearing down when they get those runners on base to keep them from scoring. Way ahead early right here with an 0-2 count.
Wow.
There we
go. Another block and pick by the catcher, Gianni.
2 quick outs there for the Mustangs. And, again, Wes's curveball is just dancing.
I don't know if the pitch counts right. 89 is what it was after he got that kid where it grounded to him and he ran to first base. That kid just struck out, so I know it's got to be at least 92 or the 89 was wrong.
Missed down right there with the fastball.
Is his on the left or the right? It's the left, isn't it?
He's on the left, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, see, it didn't increment. Didn't go up. In other words, hopefully the dugout's tracking it.
Surely we are. Surely I would think our dugout would track not only every the pitch count, but what every pitch is. Cause
oh, yeah, they're charting it. I'm sure they are. But the guys that, yeah. Tough one.
Wes done a good job starting out this inning and keeping them at bay.
I don't know how many wins he has this year. That's right to Brent Lee. Fields it, makes a play. Smooth as silk over to first base. The Westinator turns in. 6 scoreless. What do you think, Jeff?
That's a great outing. I don't know if he's done. He's still got some pitches left if needed, but another great outing by Wes. And again, he's been very dominant. They only really threatened in that last inning. Just can't say enough about the Mustangs pitching again.
Go ahead. You're on.
We got a pinch hitter for the Mustangs here in the top of the 7th inning. I believe that's Garrison Goldberry that's going to lead off, pinch hitting for Brent Lee. Garrison
pick up the batter.
Garrison pinch hit a couple games ago and put a nice swing on a ball that was a line drive right to the left fielder. And Garrison's had a fair number of bats the last few seasons for the Mustangs, so I would expect him to have some good swings, and we'll see if he can get another inning started.
including some clutch swings. Listen, this is a new pitcher. Did they make that change last inning? They put number 1. This guy looks like he throws a little bit of junk. No, this is a new pitcher.
That is a new pitcher.
Yeah, that's going to be.
Looks like a right fielder.
Oh,
it's going to drop.
It's down. Look at Goldsberry. That's going to be a double. Goldsberry. Unbelievable.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. The second baseman thought the right fielder had it, and the right fielder thought the second baseman had it, and that may go down as a hit, but it was certainly very playable.
Yeah, I don't know how you – and you're right. He was batting for Brent Lee. Brent Lee's going to go back in to run. Yeah.
So the Mustangs have something working again. We've got a runner at second with nobody out.
I think that ball went above the lights. Okay, now look. I want to show you how these lights work. You see behind you, you see the up lamp right there? No, look down toward the bottom of each pole.
Yeah.
It has an up lamp. But there has a space between that light and this light of where it doesn't cover with the up lamp. You understand what I'm saying? So if it went above these lights that are aimed down, there was a moment where it was lost. I'm thinking that's what happened with the
well, the official score may agree with you because he didn't call that an error. At least they haven't put another error on the board.
This is Jace, so he may be called upon to. Whoops. Yeah.
He is squared around.
He is squared around. I think that's. Watch for the slash, though. The coach told him to step off. You know, it's the top hitter on the Mustangs team. That's a good call by their coach, maybe.
Well,
he chipped it. You see it? He nipped it. He nicked it when it went by. 0-2 now. All right, Jason, we need you to put something over the right side. See what we can do here.
Their first baseman's still way in. I'm not sure what he's thinking with 2 strikes.
Well, he paid for it. He almost paid for that, didn't he? I can't imagine. Yeah, actually, the dugout just said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, you usually would back up with 2 strikes.
Yeah. Now, I mean, in this situation, the corners should be hugging the lines, right?
Well, a single's probably going to – okay, the dugout didn't like the call there, but that was a ball, so I'm guessing it was a little inside. They have about the same angle on in and out as we do. We can see that ball was the right elevation, but apparently was inside.
I bet he's going to torch it. Nope.
Jace works the count back to 2-2.
Of course, I fell down on my score. No, I got him on second base. All right. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Let's see what number 1 does to Jace Christian. That's up under his elbow. So, yeah, I noticed a lot of guys do that with him. They want to keep it inside of him, get under his hands. He takes a lot off that elbow pad. You know what I mean? Gets hit. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Kept his hands back. Oh, that's fine. There's going to be extra bases. This guy can run the bases. He's going to make it to third. Nope, they'll hold him at second. Got to score that runner, though. How about that? That'll go down as a double, I think. What do you think?
It should. That's a diving attempt by the center fielder. You don't call that an error for sure. Jace put a charge on that ball, and the center fielder made a great effort at it, but didn't come up with it. Another good 2-strike hitting right there by Jace. He dug an early 0-2 count, battles back to a full count, and then hits a line drive. Just can't say enough about a good job of hitting by Jace.
I think he missed third base. I think they're saying that either the runner missed third base or, that's all that I can think he's saying.
That's the only call you could make there.
Yeah.
So take that run off the board.
Yep.
Mustangs stay at 4 runs and still a runner at second, 1 out. So we're still threatening.
You know, two things about that play that are impressive to me. Their dugout had somebody watching it, obviously. And this umpire is supposed to watch that guy all the way. He's not going to make that call unless he saw him run over the bag. You know what I mean? Absolutely not in that situation. So especially in this game. So the umpire clearly saw something, and the dugout knew he saw it, right?
You do have to challenge that,
You
right?
don't. Yeah, but you don't have to do that appeals play where you bring it in. It is you can do a dead ball challenge on that. You don't have to do anything. We
better get back here.
Better get back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I lost track of the count. I mean, number of outs in high school baseball, and this just happened within the last 8 years, 7 years. Actually, maybe more recent than that. Maybe it's 5. They took away that appeal where you have to bring it to the rubber, bring the ball in play, step off, tell the umpire what you're doing. You can do you can call timeout and go to the umpire like he did. Say, listen, I think that guy missed third base. And the umpire says, guess what? It's your lucky day. I was watching it. And he rings him up. And that's what happened.
I'm not sure if that was an attempt to speed up play, but I like the rule change. So we got Sevy at the plate, 2 outs. First pitch was a ball, so that swing and miss runs it to a 1-1 count. Yeah, this pitcher is definitely changes speed from the starting pitcher. More of a, looks like I hate to say junk baller, but more of an off-speed pitcher.
Folks, you're watching Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio. I would like to thank our sponsors, C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament, McKinley and Hutchings CPA in Colleyville, and the GHS 10th Man Club. All right, we're going to roll on to the bottom of the 7th. The Westinator has given 6 strong innings. I think we're going to see, well, they're going to send West back out to try to close the deal. The Westinator has 10, 12 pitches left. I don't know exactly what the limitation is, but he was on fire. We'll see how it goes. We'll be back in a minute. Back on now.
Okay, we got West back out here in the bottom of the 7th looking to finish off what he started, and no reason after that 6th inning. He was dominant in the 6th inning. Going to give him a shot to close this one out.
It's a great pitch.
Pitcher's
pitch. Pitcher's pitch. And you know, we talked about this. They're probably up there taking a strike, right? And so what West does is he gets ahead in the count.
No, you're probably right. They were taking that pitch, and if they're going to let you get ahead with a first pitch strike, that's what we're going to do.
Make sure you keep that mic like this. Up, that's an error. You know, in other words, so you're talking into it like that.
Oh, it
changes the volume.
Okay. Okay, that ball was well hit.
Yeah, he did. Actually, he got the barrel on it. Number 10 stung it pretty well. But I think we need a double play here. And you know, our theory is they're probably up there taking a strike. So get ahead, Wes.
With a 4-run lead right here, that runner at first base is pretty irrelevant. You're just looking to get outs. They want to try and run. We'll take our chances.
Yeah, I think we're in a good situation here. Of course. That's a double play. Nope, it's in the hole. All right.
Raiders put the first 2 runners on base.
He's still a ground ball away from having 2 outs. I think they might go the distance with him. I don't know what the limit is, but it looks like they might push it.
Yeah.
Now here comes Coach Webster's going to go out to the hill. This might be it.
Whatever happens, Wes has had another excellent outing, and
Oh my gosh.
those first 2 balls. That second one was a bit of a CNI ground ball. The first ball was hit hard, but we had a chance at a play. So another excellent outing by Wes, and a lot of well-deserved pats on the butt here.
The Wessonator, the senior. I even think the coach from Denton, Ryan, looked like he went down there and said something to him as he was walking off. Just good job. Just not anything negative.
Well, this has been a clean, very good sportsmanship game. No reason not to
acknowledge,
not to be a good sport, and,
Oh, yeah.
and give a kid credit who had another good outing.
Yeah, absolutely, unbelievable. So now this is, give me a shot of the pitcher, Mike, and this is a junior right-hander, JoJo Kubo. JoJo last year spent a lot of time pitching for the Mustangs. He was a Game 2 starter, right? Most of the time.
He was.
And you were at most of those games.
Yeah, JoJo's got plenty of experience, and you said he closed out the game Friday night against Birdville. He also closed out one of the games against Colleyville. No reason to think JoJo's not going to come in and pitch well here and finish off this game for us.
Yeah. Tell you, we're just going to turn off the ambient because they're playing a bunch of music. Looks like we're going to get a couple of guys on Ready 5 just in case there's an issue. Looks like Luke Bajaj, another junior, number 20, is going down to the pen to get loose. I mean, they got to have some options in case something happens. There's 2 guys on, nobody out. JoJo's, got a lot of confidence in JoJo to be able to come in and shut him down.
Yeah, like I said, he's had plenty of experience in these district ball games, and certainly should be up for the moment. Again, the Mustangs have a 4-run lead, so while you'd like to hang on to that, those 2 runs on base don't mean a whole lot until they put that tie-in run on.
Okay, we're back here. I'm going to give you some ambient noise as well. Stadium's getting a little louder now with 2 runs on for the home team. JoJo just reaches back and powers one right through.
Good job getting ahead right there by JoJo.
They're not taking a strike anymore either, are they?
No, he was swinging from the heels.
That was a great pitch. I'd like to see him do the deal here. Let's get a double play up the middle.
Okay, 1-1 count. The Raiders dugout has woke up, Trey.
Yeah, they have. They're up on the lining. Oh, that guy got it. You're gonna have to
keep that runner at second.
Yep. Now
Okay, the Raiders have bases loaded, 1 run in, still nobody out.
Concerning part here is that that's the tying run at the plate now.
Correct. Well, the go-ahead run is at the plate. Tying run is now at first base. So.
I don't know. I'm from the same part of the country as you, and I think it's the tying run at the plate. But
oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We can debate that again if you want.
I'm sorry. They have bases loaded.
Actually, I haven't done a good job here on my scoreboard tool, so you can say that that's the reason.
I'm going to blame it on.
You get South Alabama math?
Lack of
South Alabama
paying
math.
attention.
No, South Alabama Picayune math.
Don't pick on those Mississippi schools.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it just goes to show you that run that got wiped off the board. It was meaningful.
Let's hope it doesn't matter.
Great pitch right there. Oof.
Let's hope that fifth run that they took off the board does not matter.
You know, this is a type of baseball game we expected to get. You know, we've had some close ones already. The Mustangs are, what is it? Their mettle is being tested. Great pitch. Oh my gosh!
Froze him right there with that curveball.
He was rocking back and forth, wasn't he? Board says 1-2. Is that what you have, or 2-2? What do you?
1-2 is right. He
okay.
First pitch fastball strike, and
of course the infield's back, playing to get an out somewhere. Oh, that's.
Okay, these last two hits they've had have not been hit hard, but they've been well placed. So. That now.
Go ahead. You can say it. You can say it.
Puts the tying run on first base.
Yeah, that's right. Where's the winning run?
The winning run would be at the plate.
Yeah, we need some outs. Junior number 20, Luke Bajaj, throwing in the pen for the Mustangs.
Got Jacob Holzer at the plate, who I believe is the number 3 hitter for the Raiders. So they're at the heart of their lineup. Boy, he was out in front of that one a mile.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and get my hands out of my pockets and be ready to protect you like I told you I would. I got my cat-like experience going.
I'm worried this concrete's going to hurt if we dive to avoid it.
He was way out in front of that one, though.
It was a fastball, too.
There goes a run right there. Eat it. Okay, now we got one out.
Yeah, that was a tough double play attempt there. The Sevy made a really nice play getting that runner at second, but I'm not sure we had a play at first base.
That score's 4-3 here, Jeff.
Right, we've got the tying run at third base, winning run at first base. Be a huge double play if we turn it there, but that was really a tough turn on that ball. I'd say the ball hit to the first baseman is one of the toughest double plays to turn.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to ask the pitcher to get over there.
I mean, listen, it's all, second.
It's easy to second guess.
It's easy to second guess, but what I'm saying is, an option I've seen in the big leagues on that is they don't even throw it to first. On that particular play, he comes across the bag and then throws it to third to get the guy round in the bag at third base.
Right. You deke the throw to first and then hope they make a big turn at third.
Exactly. And he was trying to throw it to the pitcher that was trying to run down and time it, and just it broke down a little bit. So.
Well, we've talked about that pitcher covering the first base bag. It's a tough play when you flip it from first base, but when you're trying to catch a ball thrown as hard as it was thrown from the shortstop, it's a very tough ask for the pitcher. But be nice to get a double play ground ball right here for sure. believe this is the cleanup hitter at the plate.
I'll tell you what. JoJo's very good on this third to first move. Now, I'm not sure whether that works here or not, but he's very good on that one. Good pitch. Holy cow. This is their 4-hole hitter. Is that
This is their cleanup hitter, I believe. Good job by JoJo getting ahead there.
Runners, here we go. All right, so the game's tightened up here. We got a 4-3 game. The tying run's on third. The go-ahead run is on first. There's a runner on third, right? I can't see. Is there a run? What? No, I don't see a runner on third.
That's right. Well, the runner that would have been on third scored on that overthrow.
Okay. All right.
So we're not as tight as it seemed.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. So mistake by me. That's right.
We've got a first base coach in our way. We've got a first baseman. I'm going to blame it on that.
Yeah.
Good pitch.
Did he just struck him out, didn't he? Wow.
Great curveball right there by JoJo to get that second out. So the starting pitcher for the Raiders comes to the plate in a 4-3 ball game with 2 outs. He's got a chance to bail himself out here.
I think the Joker, JoJo Kubo, Joker.
I like that.
I like that one, the Joker. Right. Great pitch. Oh.
Must have been a little bit out because I certainly was the right elevation for a strike.
Okay, now it looks like he got another half step here at first base. Of course, they wouldn't send that guy, would they? No. JoJo bringing the heat that time. Looks like a man on a mission. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't know. I'm going to go back to that off speed right here, I think. Especially since he saw the fastball.
That's what he tried, just missed away.
Yep. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mustangs looking for a ground ball here to take them to 5-0 in the district. Wow, or just hammer it right by him.
Throw it right by him. That works too.
The Joker comes up with a pitch, right? I like that nickname. We're going to live with that one, right? The Joker.
I can support that one.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Joker's wearing snake eyes on his jersey. Let's see if he can crap out here. Oof, that's got you,
right
Jeff.
Over our head.
I'm not going to protect you on that one. Deuces are wild, yes. Seventh inning, deuces are wild. 7-2. Are we playing 7 deuce? We're playing 7 deuce. Everybody gets a little. Okay.
It's not the best poker hand.
Nope. Oh, look at that pitch. Oh.
A little bit up there.
Tell you what, I'm spiking my sound here. I'm going to have to be a little smarter with my emotions, I guess.
I was curious what he was going to throw right there because he's been.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. He's got a fantastic move to first base. 3-2, 2 outs. Did he throw over there one time?
Well, the pitcher's going to be. I'm sorry.
The runner's going to be running.
The runner should break on movement. There we go.
He got
him.
Mustangs move to 16-4-2 and 5-0 in the district. What do you think, Jeff?
That is a great start for the Mustangs, and you can't look at JoJo the way he finished off those last 2 hitters with strikeouts. You know, we didn't make a few plays there, and they had a few C&I hits, but JoJo just said, "Hey, I'm going to finish this myself with some strikeouts."
It was absolutely amazing. The Joker came in and did his job. It got tight. You know, it was 4-0 game. 4-3, everybody's, and then he steps up, he gets a strikeout, right? That's what you were just describing, I guess?
The last 2 outs were strikeouts.
Yeah. The Joker always wins and he did it tonight with a couple of Ks here in the last inning. Jeff, what a great place to call a game.
Yeah, I love the view we had tonight, Trey, and we'll be back at the Corral Friday night.
We'll be back at the Corral.
We'll take that view also, the friendly confines of the Corral, and we've got Dason on the mound, so we come right back at him with another tough starting pitcher. And again, Wes had an excellent outing, and even though they got a few runs there in the seventh, good job by JoJo finishing it off.
So the Joker does the deal. Mustangs moved to 5-0 in the district, 16-4-2 on the season. And it's been a great broadcast on behalf of our camera guy, Mike, and Jeff, the play-by-play, our analyst, I should say. My name's Trey, and we'll see you on Friday night.